说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hi, we're Chinese Pod coming to you all the way from Shanghai, China. I'm Jenny.
I'm John.
John, today we are talking about time.
Yeah, so specifically time zones, right?
Yes. And today you're going to be hearing the word time a lot in the dialogue.
All right, so why don't we first preview what the word for time is, because you're going to be hearing it a lot.
Yes. 时间时间
Okay, so this is a second tone and then a first tone. Can we hear it again?
时间时间
All right, S-H-I, second tone, 时.
And J-I-A-N, first tone, 间时间
Okay, now let's give a little bit of a context for this dialogue.
It's really a dialogue inspired by real-life events for us.
Yeah, like teachers teaching across the internet to people in different time zones, right?
Yes, of course, we have that service on Chinese Pod. So quite often you have to coordinate the time of the class.
Right, so we have a virtual class and 2 attendants in different time zones. All right, so with that in mind, listen to the dialogue, and then we'll be here to explain everything that is said.
好 Dialogue first time.
明天几点上课？
早上8点。
是北京时间吗？
不是，是纽约时间。
Second time.
明天几点上课？
早上8点。
是北京时间吗？
不是，是纽约时间。
Third time.
明天几点上课？
早上8点。
是北京时间吗？
不是，是纽约时间。
All right, I think that's relatively straightforward. Shall we do the translation?
Sure. 明天几点上课？
Tomorrow, what time do we have class?
明天几点上课？
Tomorrow, what time do we have class?
明天几点上课？早上8点。
In the morning, 8 o'clock.
早上8点。
8 in the morning.
早上8点。是北京时间吗？
Is it Beijing time?
是北京时间吗？
Is that Beijing time?
是北京时间吗？不是，是纽约时间。
It's not. It's New York time.
不是，是纽约时间。
No, it's New York time.
不是，是纽约时间。
All right, so now we're going to break down every sentence so that you can put this stuff to use.
Yes. Now let's take it from the top. 明天几点上课？明天几点上课？
All right, so you'll notice in Chinese that a lot of these sentences that are talking about time start with the time, right?
Yes.
So you'll see that in several sentences. So in this sentence, we have,
明天，明天。
all right, the very first word, that means tomorrow.
Yes. 明 second tone and 天 first tone. 明天
Same pattern as the word for time. All right, and then what's the next word?
It's asking exactly which hour. 几点？几点？
Okay, so literally this means which hour. So what time?
Yes.
几点?
几点？
These are 2 third tones,
Yes, they are.
and it sounds like
几点？几点？ So if you want to know what time it is now, you can simply say 几点 几点
Okay, what time?
嗯
And then if you want to say what time tomorrow,
明天几点明天几点
okay, so in Chinese, first you say tomorrow, and then what time?
Yes
Tomorrow, what time?
明天几点
Okay, now that we got all that time stuff out of the way, what are we actually asking about? What action?
上课上课
Okay, that's 2 fourth tones. 上课 means to have class.
对上课
So 上 is the part that means to do something, to have class.
Yes
And then the class is,
课课
all right, 上课, 2 fourth tones.
Yep 上课
Don't let that K-E confuse you. It's not key or something. It's
课课
all right. So again, what time tomorrow will we have class?
明天几点上课？明天几点上课？
Okay, now some people might be saying, now wait a minute, where's the subject? Who's having class? All right, in Chinese, you don't have to say that.
Yes. It's quite often that we drop the subject.
Right, it's really obvious. A student is asking a teacher.
对
You don't need to say who.
Yes.
All right, great. So then what's the answer to the question?
早上8点。早上8点。
Okay, so this is a time answer. Again, you may have noticed in Chinese, we go from big to small.
Yes. So you start by saying it's in the morning. 早上早上
Okay, so 早 is third tone, right?
Yeah.
And 上 is a neutral tone.
Yes. 早上早上
Okay, so in the morning, and then we narrow the scope further.
8点8点
All right, 8 o'clock. So
对
the 8 is
8 8
first tone, B-A.
Yep.
And then the o'clock,
点点
all right, that's third tone.
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock is,
8点8点
and 8 a.m. or 8 in the morning.
早上8点早上8点
Okay, so that's one question and answer, but now we're getting into the time zone stuff, right?
Yes. And the student asked, 是北京时间吗？是北京时间吗？
Okay, so here we have that word that we previewed initially. Don't worry if you forgot it. It means time. Okay, so the student is asking, is that Beijing time?
对，是北京时间吗
Okay, so we start with the word 是. All right, fourth tone,
Yep.
which here we can understand as meaning is it.
Yes. 是
Okay, so is it, and what's the next word?
北京北京
All right, you probably know how to spell that already. That's third tone, first tone.
Yes, meaning, of course, 北京
Yeah, the city, the capital. Can we hear that one more time?
北京北京
All right, notice it's not Beijing.
是北京北京
Okay, so that J sound is a bit stronger than that zha 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 sound you hear in English.
Yes.
Okay, so Beijing time, right?
对 and we previewed the word for time. It's 时间时间
All right, so 时, that second tone, S-H-I.
Yes. And 间间
All right, first tone, J-I-A-N.
对
So time is,
时间时间
all right? And then finally we have this one extra syllable. What is it?
吗吗
All right, and that's a question particle. We
对
put that at the end of sentences that are questions, yes or no questions.
Yes. So it helps you create a question.
So the question is it Beijing time?
One more time. That's 是北京时间吗？是北京时间吗？
Okay, so is it X? You have 是 and then something 吗?
对
You're asking a question.
But in this case, it's not 北京时间
Okay, so the question uses 是 and the negative answer is,
不是不是
okay, literally not is, right?
对
Not is.
不是是纽约时间是纽约时间
Okay, it's not, it is.
纽约时间
So 时间 again means time. This is a different place, not Beijing, but
纽约纽约
all right, that's third tone, first tone. That's New York.
对 it's a transliteration.
All right, you might not have guessed just by hearing it, but it's sort of similar.
It's close enough.
Let's hear it again now that we know what it means.
纽约纽约
All right, and that's third tone, first tone.
对纽约
So New York time
纽约时间纽约时间
and Beijing time.
北京时间北京时间
All right, so let me give you a little tip here. If you want to find out about time zones and you need to use a city, right, in this dialogue we have two examples.
对有北京 and 纽约
All right, and you want to add a different city, but you don't know how to say it in Chinese. Just throw it in there in English.
we can figure it out.
Yeah, most Chinese people, if they have some international exposure, they'll be able to figure out what you mean. Like you say Tokyo, you say London, they'll still understand it.
对 very useful tip there. And after 3 times more of dialogue, we'll be talking about time zones in China.
All right, so let's do the dialogue 3 more times.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
Dialogue first time.
明天几点上课？
早上8点，
是北京时间吗？
不是，是纽约时间。
Second time.
明天几点上课？
早上8点，
是北京时间吗？
不是，是纽约时间。
Third time.
明天几点上课？
早上8点，
是北京时间吗？
不是，是纽约时间。
All right, so Jenny, with all that talk about time zones, what time zone are we in?
北京时间北京时间
All right, so we're on Beijing time, but why not Shanghai time?
Because there's only one time zone in China, and that's 北京时间
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's such a wide country, and there's still only one time zone.
It's more convenient that way, John.
I guess so, but there's some places pretty far west, but they're not in the same time zone as the countries that if you go north or south, right?
That's true. And speaking of time, in China, we just have this one uniformed time system. We don't even have daylight saving.
So super convenient. It never changes.
Yes. Well, actually, we once did. I remember I was really young and I did some Googling and found out that China started to use daylight savings in 1986, but stopped after 6 years.
Wow.
So
After
we went.
6 years, they're like, this is dumb.
Yes. What an inconvenient system. So let's drop it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm here in Beijing 时间, and my parents are on 纽约时间.
Oh.
And it is quite inconvenient when daylight savings time happens.
And you forgot to add or subtract 1 hour.
Yeah, I think I'm calling it the right time, but I forgot about daylight savings time.
So moral of the story, we should just use one time.
But you can say 上海时间, right?
No.
You can't even say it?
Well, you could. People would still understand that.
It's not an official time zone,
Yeah, exactly.
but you can still say it.
Yes.
You can add any city.
Yes.
So you can be like Los Angeles 时间.
也行.
People will understand it.
Yes. And hopefully this lesson has been useful to you. And if you're a guided or executive user of Chinese Pod, we hope you use today's language with your teacher.
For sure. So if you have any questions or comments, please come to ChinesePod.com and let us have them.
Thanks for listening. We will see you tomorrow. 再见.
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1284.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1284 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1284.